Hi, everyone. I'm a little bit excited, so selfie first. Say Negev web developers. Uga. Okay. Let's talk about JavaScript. JavaScript evolution is great. It's outstanding. We got a lot of amazing API recently. Offline Canvas API, Bluetooth API, audio API. JavaScript is in the backend, like Remix, in the front end, like Remix. JavaScript is everywhere, but also we got a low-level API, like Object Proxy API. Let's take a quick history brief, and we'll become a Proxymon masters. Evolution, proxy. Before ES5, object look a little bit as misunderstood. Developers don't really understand why some objects are visible or some properties in the object are visible, some of them not. Don't realize what is immutable. Developer can't also add properties or behavior to their object. So it was a little bit confused. But then the next evolution arrived, ES5. ES5 come with the mystified JavaScript functionality in mind. We got object-defined properties. Now developers can define their own abilities for these creatures, add properties or abilities and decide if they're immutable, writable, if they have if they're configurable, and so on. But then, even further, we get ES6. And then we got access to JavaScript engine capabilities through JavaScript proxy. Proxy is an interceptor and exposes the proxy is wrapper for a target object and give us the same object with the same functionality, but we have the capabilities to intercept the low-level engine, what we can do till now, and just in the JavaScript engine can do that. How we can do that? With traps. The trap gives us ability to intercept the JavaScript low-level behavior, and we get also the reflection API. The reflection API gives us the ability to give fallback, the default behavior that we get in the trap. Here we have some proxy traps, get, set, has, define, delete properties, and so on. And for each of them, we have the reflect object that gives us the same original functionality, and also get the original parameters, and give us the option to return default behavior. Let's talk about array a little bit. Array is also object, as we know. They also can be intercepted via proxy. It's a little bit more complicated, so we don't talk about it here. Who using proxy now? Mobx from version 5 use proxy under the hood. Vue.js is use proxy 6 version 2. This.js, that is a great library for data visualization and validation, also used in proxy. Vite, and also. About me. My name is Yanai, I'm loving web tech, I'm loving the community, as you can see. I'm writing in Medium, so time to time, I'm married, and I have 5 kids, one of them is a little bit kind of ninja. I'm a full front-end developer in CyberArk, and I'm the founder of Negev Web Developer Community, the biggest community in the southern of Israel. We organize meetups, workshops, and so on. Everything, of course, is volunteering. Let's demo time. Now it's going to be slide. Okay, let's start proxy one-on-one. Quokka, new file. Okay, let's make, this is okay, we need bigger. Okay, as we can see here, we have the main, my object, and we have new proxy. The new proxy is the new API that we can get in ES6. It gets the main object. We can see here a trap, the get trap and the set trap. Let's see what happens if I try to assign to this object proxy, ReactNext, property that called ReactNext 2002. We can see the console log also called. If we try to get the proxy, we see also get ReactNext. Let's see something else. Okay, let's see define property. Here in the define property, we can get the target object, the props, and the descriptors. The descriptor, I mean the value, if it's immutable, it's writable, and so on. We can see here, if the props is view next, I return false, and then it will throw an error. Let's see here, you can see the define property is returning error. Second. And I can't go further and define another property. But here, as you can see, I can define buzz, and I can get buzz. Let's see another example. Okay, has. As you can see here, is also, I target, if the target props is not TLV, I'm return false. Otherwise, I return the reflect has the default behavior. Let's see here, there is example. The proxy next conference is not TLV, what happened tomorrow? We can console log it, but if we try to see it, if it's in the object itself, we get false. As you can see, we have low-level control in the behavior that only the JavaScript engine can do that till now. Let's take these abilities and try to make our state. React state, here is our app. Okay, that's okay. ReactNext 2022. Okay, let's make build our state. Okay, let's see. To active React renderers, I need some connection with React, so I'm use Reducer here, and I initialize use proxy state that the hook that I'm return, and the proxy get init initial properties. This is a very rough example, and of course not performant. You can see, you need to check if it's an array, if it's in string, and so on. But here we consume that we get an object. And we have the proxy state here that return a new proxy. We have the gate, and we return the proxy state. Okay, let's see how it's work. Let's see state. Okay, here we have the set trap. As we can see here, we get a default value. In the get, the first check if the value is in my state here. Otherwise, I return the default value. But here in the set, I can also even improve it and do it immutable. Like spread it, and you make object, another dot. Okay, and you store and dispatch it. Okay, for if we need to dispatch, we need the reducer function. Okay, so here, all I do here, I have one type of action that called change, and I return the action value. That's it. Less than 37 line of code. Let's use it in our app. Let's delete it here. Okay, let's import it. And as we can see here, we use proxy stat, get parent counter and child counter. And the parent counter have, I showed the parent counter, and the on click, what is cool here, I don't use